Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. Today I wanted to cover a very quick review on the difference between the Worx Hydroshot pressure washer and the Muc-Off pressure washer for the motorcycle pack, that is. So it is a clean cut review and it isn't. Basically, cleaning the bike, if you have just bought it for cleaning your motorcycle and nothing else, then Muc-Off is the winner. It was just down to pressure. Muc-Off has just a little bit more pressure, but not so much that it's going to damage the bearings or anything else on the bike, because it's specifically designed with its motorcycle lance for pressure washing a motorbike. You can also do bicycle. You have a pressure washer lance for the bicycle, and you also have a general lance as well. All three lances are not going to hammer any mechanical parts too much. There is always a bit of a risk, so you're not going to point it directly on the chain. The Worx basically is the better pressure washer, the better build, the better, more flexible. But when it comes to cleaning your bike, the Muc-Off does a better job. That is pressure washing off the grime and also using a snow foam lance. So just quickly to go into the differences between the two. This is Worx Hydroshot. Basically, you have the body and you have the lance that goes on here. You have one lance and you can adjust your nozzle at the top, and it is powered by a Worx battery, which just slides in there and that gives you the power. The problem is it doesn't give you enough power to give you enough pressure. Now, I cheated and I actually have a 20 volt Worx battery which I use in here. It gives you slightly more power, but it doesn't give you much more pressure, only a little bit. Whereas if we take Muc-Off's pressure washer, now they have lance system here, and you press a button to just change your lances. So this is the motorcycle, you have the push bike, and you also have just the standard, and you can remove that and have your gun. Now this feels a lot more plasticky, a lot more cheap. It is not as nicely built as the Worx, but why it is more powerful is because it has a full body base. You switch it on, have your cable from here coming out to the lance, whereas with the Worx you just plug it straight into your main, so you just use your hose. So plus and downside of more pressure and a better clean is, although you have this body, you now need to find power, because obviously Worx have solved that with a battery. You also have your water coming into the back, the same way you got your water coming into the side, but finding the power, this is a bit more to move about, set up and hook up, but once you've got it set up, it does the better job. Then you've also got snow foam attachments. So this is the one for the Worx, this is the one that comes with the Muc-Off, so I had to buy this for Worx separately. Now again, there are pros and cons to it. This whole bottle here, which uses a whole one of these, lasted me about 4 or 5 washes. That was a full bottle, and that's how much it used after one wash, and that was literally just coating it. But the difference in coating between Muc-Off to Worx, and bearing in mind I'm using the Muc-Off solution in both, was unbelievable. This just coated it, it stuck to it, it was a joy. Whereas this was a bit more watery, a little bit loose. So basically with the Worx you haven't got the pressure, it's not coating the snow foam as much, therefore you're having to just use a bit of elbow grease to get the muck and grime off. Whereas with the Muc-Off, literally pressure washer it down, snow foam, pressure washer it off, dry it, job done. So if you can get power to the Muc-Off pressure washer, and you can get the water hose there, but you're going to have to do that in both cases, not necessarily, then Muc-Off's your one to buy. They're about the same price point. However, Worx has some tricks up its sleeve. So lack of pressure basically means that you're going to have to scrub it a little bit more. So why would you do that? Well, the thing is, you don't need to get power to it because of your battery packs. And Worx has a very little clever trick, which is this. This is just an extendable hose. So normally you put your hose in here and you're on the mains and your pressure washer in down. But this attachment here means I can drop this in anything I want. So say I've got a bucket, I'll just drop it in a bucket. Worx even give you a little foldable bucket. Fill it with water, put your hose in there. You've got water now where you haven't got a water source. So if you have more uses for the Worx, you can even buy from here a small little thing that you put into, in effect, like Muc-Off's here, but it plugs in under the bottom, and you can have a portable little hose. So if you want to spend a little bit more time with your motorcycle, then the Worx is the same money, and it has a bit more versatility, because say you want to go out in the car, what you can do is just use this to do your dog's feet. If you've got push bike or anything on the back, you don't need the whole lance, you can just put that on the end here and have a small little gun to clean stuff down. I mean, it's less pressure, it's not as good cleaning the bike, but the Worx is far more versatile. But if you're buying it just to clean your bike or to clean a car, then the Worx is really, you need to put more work into cleaning it, funny with the name, whereas the Muc-Off is just a little bit easier. So with the Worx Hydroshot, it all packs up into the box it came with, and that's all the room it's going to take up in my garage. You've got the body, which feels more solid than the Muc-Off. It comes with a brush. This particular set came with that hose you can put in the bucket, a bucket, and your lances. So Muc-Off is much more of a traditional pressure washer. You're going to need to find mains, and also the funny thing is they recommend that you don't use an extension lead. This is your hose that plugs into the front, plugs into the body. As you can see, that is a lot more plasticky than the Worx. And then of course you have your lances here. Water goes straight into the back, and it comes with this, I've got to say, really great waterproof bag to carry it around, which is quite nice. So I just want to cut here to show what the actual pressure will do when you're trying to clean a slab, and you can see here this is the Worx Power Shot, and it's just not enough to clean up the slabs. The Muc-Off is only really slightly better, but it is enough to clean your bike better in that you can just wash your bike, snow foam it, wash it off, and you're done with minimal amount of effort, whereas it's a bit more effort with the Power Shot. And purely for that reason, although the Power Shot is probably a better, more versatile product, I am really lazy, so it is the one that's getting sold, and the Muc-Off pressure washer is what will be remaining. As always, I hope that was useful, and please leave me a like and subscribe, and any questions you have, put them in the comments and I'll get back to you.